We have a friend of Darren Wilson's who is helping to run the support site that Darren Wilson has had throughout this. Now, let's just deal with the obvious. You don't want us to say your name because you're worried about people knowing that you support Darren Wilson, not because you're fearful of your support, but because of what may be thought of you. Is that right?
Correct.
And have people threatened you because of what you've done in support of Darren Wilson?
Yes, absolutely.
And do you think that will end now?
Not anytime in the near future.
And what do you think's going on?
The protesters have made it very clear that they are seeking out supporters of Officer Darren Wilson and Officer Darren Wilson himself and his family to try to harm them.
And what has kept you going then with something that's obviously scary enough to make you disguise yourself?
What has kept me going?
Why do it?
Just because it's the right thing for justice to be served and to make sure that to keep Officer Darren Wilson safe and to now support his brothers and sisters in blue.
In your hand you have a letter. It is from Officer Darren Wilson.
Correct.
He wrote it himself.
Correct.
And what is the message in it?
The message is of thanks to his supporters. Would you like me to read a little bit of it?
Sure, please.
Okay. I would like to thank all of you for standing up for me during this stressful time. Your support and dedication is amazing, and it is still hard to believe that all of these people I have never met are doing so much for me. He closes with, please keep my family in blue in your hearts and prayers. They have all made a sacrifice to their own lives in order to work the excessive hours through the heat and rain to ensure that the riots and protests in Ferguson were safe as they could be. This was given to me back in August when it was heat and rain. And to clarify, we're with the We Are Darren Wilson Facebook page. There are many support groups and everything where We Are Darren Wilson on Facebook, and we are answering that request to help his brothers and sisters in blue with a GoFundMe on our page, and people can go there to buy merchandise, and every proceed is going to help law enforcement.
And how does it help them?
We are giving it to the St. Louis police wives who are preparing the meals for the guys working out here in the cold, and any need that is requested of us with our funds.